The streamer Mizkif decided that he wanted to go after MorePegasus. This is crazy. Let's get straight into it.
So obviously catering to Tectone. Let's see it.
Moving on to the Tectone Mizkif situation. Basically, a recap, Mizkif went demon time and he tried to expose Tectone for losing his civil court case. And he implied that he's actually guilty of SA, just not as damning as he wants it to be at this stage, considering it was a civil case. Now, if
You're trying to tell me everything I said is not damning because it's a civil case? Then, brother, you should just delete your entire YouTube channel and never talk about anybody because nothing matters. Nothing matters. Are you really trying to say that what Tectone did does not matter because it's a civil court case? When he has two girls that basically went completely silent and went after him, when she has evidence and proof? And look, I understand if you want to say that, like, allegedly and like this is not it, we don't know for sure. Because, yeah, people don't have the transcripts. Maybe he doesn't have that. But it's just so disgusting.
If it goes on to become a criminal case and Tectone actually gets found guilty of this stuff, then that's absolutely cooked.
I don't see nothing wrong with what MorePegasus said. Yeah, there's a huge difference between criminal and civil, and that should be pointed out. Also, Mizkif is an extremely biased source. Like, you gotta make people aware of that. Or did you want MorePegasus to just ride along with whatever you were saying, take it as 100% fact, even though you done lied 1,000 times in front of everybody? We all done witnessed you just lie through your teeth, especially with the Imaru case, and on Asmon Gold, and just whenever you feel the need to. Yeah, Mizkif is not a genuine person, and I don't know him, but just from what I've seen. So once again, I don't think there was no issue with MorePegasus pointing out that there was a difference between civil and criminal. When you're talking about something like this, I think that all the facts matter. That's not defending Tectone in any shape or form. It's just keeping it real. But that seems like something that Mizkif don't know how to do.
Mizkif seems to be, at the moment at least, sort of desperate to revive his career using this sort of stuff and latching onto any...
That's what all of you drama slop YouTubers have been doing for years about Hassan. You literally were probably the same YouTuber that made like 500 videos about Hassan shocking his dog nonstop because you desperately want to hold on to it so you can change your fucking room color from when you were child to finally turn into something that actually makes sense. He has hundreds of videos on Hassan. Wait, so you're willing to make hundreds of slop YouTube videos on Hassan nonstop, but you are going to defend Tectone? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Half your videos are about Hassan. Oh, of course this makes perfect sense now. Desperately trying to hold on. Dude, half your videos are about Hassan. Holy shit.
Demon time! I'm going demon time, bro!
It is time to go full demon time.
Now, as for the streamer friend,
Imagine you trying to make me look bad when Tectone has this going on.
Notice how Mizkif didn't deny the accusation. He confirmed it damn near, and then tried to spin it off on somebody else. No, look at how many times you talked about Hassan. How many times Hassan messed up? How many times Hassan done said something stupid? Like, what's wrong with you? There's a huge difference between what you're doing, Mizkif, and what MorePegasus is doing, as well as other content creators. I cover Hassan as a topic. What that matter? Like, what that got to do with anything? And I do believe you're obsessed with numbers. Your whole career was built off of collabs, bro. That's one of the many examples of how everything you do is geared towards numbers, and you're still failing. That's the messed up part. And who am I? I'm just like a Joe Schmo. I ain't nobody big, right? I'm just an honest person who likes roasting people with my supporters. Shout outs to the Fang Gang. They be cooking y'all in the comment sections, man. Funny as hell. And smart. I got the best supporters in the game. But Mizkif is just a crazy softy. I think he's probably going after MorePegasus because he thought that this was going to get him more views. It didn't work.
Obviously had a good friend of 8 years, Lakari, being exposed for potentially being a PDF file and consuming potentially illegal material.
How can you possibly say the word potentially? He had a notepad with two different things. These guys do no research. He had a notepad with two different notepads. Are you kidding me? You're willing to defend and say potentially for that guy? He had the link. These guys do no research, chat. Lucario literally admitted that he sometimes downloads the shit and removes it and doesn't realize what he's downloading. Like, are you kidding me? Let's shit on Mizkif despite the fact that he is just commenting on the fact that Tectone assaulted his ex-girlfriend and but let's just go after Mizkif for this. That's crazy. It's so gross. These channels are so fucking disgusting, man.
Mizkif, bruh. Unlike you, MorePegasus ain't gonna say something for sure if he does not know for certain. He's not trying to get sued. What's wrong with this dude? Like, there's no professionalism in Mizkif at all. Like, that's 101. You don't say anything like this person definitely had this and this person is definitely this if you don't know for sure. Did you look at that, Mizkif? You went and searched it? Because I didn't want to see what was on that screen, what people were saying was on Lucari's screen in any way. I didn't want to see that at all. So I went and saw the version that had green something covering it. When I covered the story as a topic, I used the version to where we didn't see Jack and we only spoke about what Lucari was saying based on that and what other content creators were saying based on them seeing it. Mizkif, you went and I'm just asking, you went and searched up the original version. Why'd you do that? I'm just saying. I didn't want to see none of that. But if you didn't see the original version, you might not know with 100% accuracy. So you're not going to say it as if you 100% without a doubt are sure you not about to get sued. Because it's still a chance you're still going to get sued. So it just is what it is, bro. You got to learn how to adapt and move around. Say things like allegedly, make sure people are aware that you are not putting that stamp of this is 100% true if you don't know. That's basics.
Talking about Asmon, like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything that's going on?
And I think that it's unique to streamers.
Yeah, so it's just completely cooked. He's basically saying, yeah, I want to be left alone.
What does Asmon have to do anything to do with this? It's because this guy is hoping that some of Asmon's viewers will watch this because he's desperately clinging on to relevancy. I find it funny that this guy's trying to say that I cling on to relevancy desperately when there's nothing worse in this world than drama slop YouTubers. There's nothing worth. You are a dime a dozen. Nothing you are saying is interesting. You don't provide anything unique, and you are just a drama slop YouTuber that got lucky. You remind me a lot of like altcoins, where you're popping off and you could do really well, and then the next day you wake up and you're down 90% because there are literally infinite amount of you. There are infinite amount of people that could do what you're doing. You are just grabbing clips from Twitter and you are putting your 2 cents behind it. Not even hardly your 2 cents. You are just giving the arguments that you know that will fit the narrative to continue to grow your content. That's all you're doing. You are not unique. You are not original. You have no content of your own, and you just continuously just shit on people and attack people because you know that's what gets you views. Relate much? I will tell you to the tell of time, I am a good content creator, and I don't think anyone could take that away from me.
Yeah, he tripping 100%. Yes, there are a bunch of commentary channels, right? Without a doubt. Are there a bunch of good ones? Nah. And speaking on MorePegasus, he got to the level that he got to because he's consistent, works hard, makes good content, actually is funny, has dope editing, does his research, a whole plethora of reasons that a lot of people probably would never get to that level, bro. Saying that he's like easily replaceable when you rose in your career based off of doing collabs and only that's crazy. We talking about you make good content. Bitch, when Mizkif don't make no good content. And I'm not being biased. I tried to watch Mizkif. He sucks. He's not really a good content creator or a good person. He's just fake as hell. And that's not something that I find entertaining. Slandering people and lying through your teeth like you breathe, that's not content. When it comes to who's more entertaining and who would I rather watch, MorePegasus wins that. And if it was so easy, then everyone should do it. Right? Get to that level, work hard.
I assume he feels sort of betrayed, right? By people he thought he was friends with. And this is the type of situation that would make you want to isolate, where you feel like you can't trust anybody anymore.
So this guy obviously goes to Asmon as daddy boy and tries to get under his udders because this guy clearly just wants to make Asmon viewers be like, dude, he's really good to you. You should watch this video, and then reacts to it and gets him views.
Mizkif's just crying at this point. That's all he doing. Got a lot in common with Hassan. Like, are your feelings that hurt because he didn't just automatically agree with you? Because MorePegasus didn't just say everything that you're saying bar for bar, line for line. Maybe he didn't shout you out in a positive way, even though him talking about you at all is probably going to give you more attention than you had in years. How you going to say you're a content creator and you just sitting here crying about this man all day? Like, actually do something outside of slandering or a collab. And you got so much hatred for Asmon Gold, you just thrown him into the mix. He hasn't said a single thing to debunk anything that MorePegasus is saying. In fact, I don't even know why you would need to debunk what MorePegasus is saying. He's saying some basic stuff. Humans need water. Mizkif would be like, oh, not according to what I said. I said we survive off sand. That just is what it is. He gonna do a whole video crying about it. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's understandable why his mental's cooked. And this is kind of why that I personally have no allegiances or close allegiances. I basically consider myself a viewer, as I've said time and time again. Rarely a creator at all. I just sort of watch the drama and talk about it. I'd be doing this.
No, you don't. You're not talking about it. You are biased as fuck. You are so biased with everything you've said so far. You do no research. And of course you're acting like Tectone. You're wearing the same kind of tank top that Tectone fucking does every single day. When you have no muscle.
Mizkif was on steroids, by the way. He got nerve. He got some gall. And you crazy. Like you Mizkif, saying that someone else is biased, that sounds insane. That just don't work. You're clearly delusional. Like, are your feelings that hurt by MorePegasus? Like, damn, man. You gonna have to man up instead of when you was on Emerald and you should have man down. Talking about some she hit you with plushies. Soft ass. Anyway, Mizkif ain't say one single thing that made me go, he has a point. Cause he almost never has a point, in my personal opinion, and I'm not being biased. Mizkif is pretty trash. You want to talk about MorePegasus? Let's talk about this Emaru case. What's going on with that? What's happening with that? Let's update me. You got actual evidence, Mr. I want to throw my phone. It was an accident.
I'm no lawyer here to interpret what that means or to even verify if that is accurate.
So you're not a lawyer. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you're just going to try to continue to attack me and make the most unfunny, shitty fucking jokes you can ever imagine. Because you want to just continue the narrative that Mizkif and Hassan are bad and that Asmongold and Tectone are cool. Because you are a slop YouTuber who is grasping onto any type of relevancy for dear life. Because you are literally a boring, irrelevant person without. Your job until you die will be farming dramas on people you don't want to talk about, talking about things you don't want to do, and just continuing to act like a fucking 19-year-old version of Leafy is here. Why can't this guy just be like, yo, this is pretty crazy stuff if this is true, but like, we'll wait and see. I don't believe Mizkif.
Shut up. You talk about whatever he want to talk about. Why does he have to be a lawyer? Like, what sense does that make? You don't make the rules for content creation. You're barely a content creator. Get it? You don't like Tectone. Cool. But can't people give their opinions without necessarily defending someone? Is that not possible for a commentary channel? Whatever. Maybe it's just me. Remember that group of girls that was in that Marvel Rivals tournament? And they treated that dude that was in their group nasty, said a bunch of foul things, told him to shut the F up, and then got him kicked out the tournament. And it was for money. And he was saying that pretty much he needed it for college. So they made fun of him. Yeah, apparently it got worse. Let me give you a brief recap though.
Win this tournament. I'm a broke college student. I need money.
Do I sneak in a 6-7 joke? Do I sneak in a college joke?
So playing with these people so far.
I need this for my college.
Deadpool for a fact. So if you want Deadpool gameplay, this is the.
I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years left.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see it. I can't.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, that didn't go too well. And what did she do as a response?
Guys, I have a genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman or whatever, support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel. Anyways.
Where did that even come from? That's a crazy comparison. But there's excuses for it, apparently.
City doesn't justify the moronic comparison, but I didn't compare. I think you guys are ignoring that. I didn't compare supporting Kingsman to supporting Israel. I guess it does sound like I said that, but honestly, I didn't mean to make it come off like that. I just didn't like I support Zaza, I support Kingsman. I didn't like the picking sides. I thought it was silly. It was just in bad taste. But at the end of the day, you're guys, I am a Lebanese Arab. I have 100% donated more. I even had, not that this is an excuse, but I'm saying I have definitely donated more than all of you guys combined to Palestinians. I literally have family there. I don't know really what, yeah. Anyways, regardless, let me see if there's anything else.
You would think after getting all the backlash, she would think about it and go, maybe I shouldn't go on the internet and try to justify my actions that were clearly garbage. Maybe that's not a smart move. Nah, you would have to not be fully into your ego. Clearly, she's in her girl boss era. Yeah, this definitely did not work out how she thought it was going to work out.
I have a genuine question. If you are Bassem, I'm thinking about it. If you are Bassem, you're holding a tournament You have so many people lined up. You have people like Moxie, Mark Deasy. Like, these people are lined up. These are all some big hitters too. You have some big hitters lined up, and one of these people is kind of like pressuring another person to swap. Admittedly, after he has, like, we can all agree, Kingsman was told to stop. He was told to stop asking. He was. Everybody, like, even ask him, I'm pretty sure he'll agree. He was told to stop asking. Like, being very pushy about it. After being told no multiple times, still continues. You, as the tournament host, somebody's being very pushy about something, not really wanting a widow. I don't want a widow. What do you think you would do? You have Mark Deasy in your back pocket. You have Moxie in your back pocket. It is what it is. Like, if you don't appreciate or you don't enjoy the team that you're on, then you can leave. I feel like that's like the mindset as like a host. I'm trying to think of it from Bassem's perspective. If I have some big hitters lined up and you're just complaining and nagging the whole time, bro, then just go. I got somebody lined up. I have Mark Deasy, Moxie, right? Like, is that crazy or am I dumb? Even Kingsman Blazers, let me know. Lucy, I've been watching you for a long time and I know you're duos. I remember when you played with Lucky Zeal and you guys would trash talk each other and it was funny. But I thought you and Kingsman were friends. I literally saw you play together at the end of the season. It really surprised me that you defended a random over friend. Did you and Kingsman work things out? I apologize that he got kicked out of the tourney, because had I known that Bassem was gonna kick him out, I would have went and defended it. I would have said voted against it. If you don't appreciate or you don't enjoy the team that you're on, then you can leave. I feel like that's like the mindset as like a host.
Yeah, this girl's a goof. Very goofball. Like, why even come on here, bro? You should have probably just took a break. Especially if you can't just take accountability. You talking about everything but just being accountable. Y'all was wrong. You wasn't sorry for nothing. You didn't wish that he never got kicked from the tournament. Y'all wanted that. Y'all were told about it ahead of time. Nobody was out there saying, please don't do this. But now that you're getting backlash, you're playing victim and acting like you're innocent, talking about you apologize. You didn't apologize, but let this go down as like a lesson. Maybe you could learn from this.